Hey, mwah, mwah, what's up? So today's video I am going to be start over. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my favorite reads and my favorite books at the moment, things that I have really been enjoying and loving. And I mean, this video is not going to be too long. I'm going to jump straight into it. Let me go get the books. The first book that I'm going to be discussing is a book called I Will Never Write My Memoirs by Grace Jones. The icon Grace Jones. She is absolutely amazing. And this book was really great. I love how it was written. I mean, if we're being honest, it's not written like the best, but I like that because you can tell that it was written by her. So it's just like one huge rambling of her talking about her entire life and all of her experiences with Studio 54, how she got started in modeling and how she became and molded herself into the icon she is. It taught me a lot of things, and I realized just how much I relate to Grace Jones. And I took a survey and found out that her and I had like the same type of feminine traits or archetypes. I'm sorry, we had the same feminine archetypes. And so I was really interested in Grace Jones, and ever since I read this book I have been fascinated in her work, in her way of thinking. I just share a lot of her ideals, a lot of her beliefs, and she is my mom in a different life. Okay, so this next book is called The Accidental Icon by Iris. I believe her last name is pronounced Afel. Iris Afel is what I'm going to call her right now. But it's about I think she's like 96 now, like almost pushing 100. And it's called The Accidental Icon. Really good book. It's super colorful. She just has like a bunch of quotes that she lives by, things that she didn't expect. She talks about like her whole legacy and how she got to where she got as well. I'm like really fascinated in major icons, like not of my generation but from before, but I'm just so interested in the tenacity that it took these women to mold themselves into who they became. And I'm just really fascinated by their thought process and things that they went through, and I'm just finding that they're very similar to like myself and everybody else. Like they went through a lot of things that everybody else went through. I think I'm just starting to learn that they didn't give up. And so this is a really good book. It taught me a lot about life. It made me look at how I view art. It made me view art a little bit differently, and it made me appreciate my craft even more. So if you're just looking for like a really humorous, inspirational book, I think Iris Afel, The Accidental Icon, is a really good book for you, because not only will it keep your attention and it has a lot of really nice pictures and, you know, inspirational stuff in it, but it teaches you a lot about life. Like she's like 96 years old, so she's lived a really long life, and her wisdom really blessed me. So I love this book as well. It's a really good read. The next book that I got was kind of just on a whim. It's called The Little Fashion Dictionary, and this is by Christian Dior. This year I decided to dive a little bit more into fashion. I want to study the fashion world a little bit more, not because I want to become a designer or anything, but I do want to understand fashion culture, style, and just, I don't know, become more educated on those things, because it is something that I love. And then I'm starting to grow to love even more every single day. So Christian Dior wrote this book called The Little Fashion Dictionary, and basically it just names various different fashion items. Fashion items like belts, skirts, cocktails, chiffon, collars, different types of fabrics, etc., to just tell you what they are, what they mean, and how to work with them. He goes over accessories and just every single thing from Christian Dior's perspective, and like I really like it because it's not a modern day fashion book. This is like stuff that dates back to like the, I don't know, like 1800s or some shit. Don't kill me, like don't come for me in the comments, but it's like vintage, older fashion items that women would wear back then, and like it's about how to style those. And I'm interested in that because I love couture. I love couture fashion. I love watching couture fashion shows, and so I just wanted to learn more about the different items that I'm looking at when I'm watching it on a runway. And this fashion dictionary has helped me develop my fashion vocabulary and my diction, so that when I look at something, I know that that is chiffon. I can look at something and know that that's not called a bustier, it's called something else, whatever. Moving on. This next book, I actually, Grace Jones mentioned it in her memoirs, in her book, and she said that she was trained by this guy, this famous actor. He trained her and gave her theater courses and kind of taught her stage presence and her performance etiquette and just different antics of theater and acting. And I looked him up and I became like really fascinated with just not just him as a person, but his work and his students. And he taught a lot of great actors that we know today how to act. And he actually wrote a book called Free to Act. And this is by Warren Robertson. And I've been reading this book, and he has like all of his practices that he taught the greatest students to learn. I actually was lucky enough to get this. This was the last book somewhere in somebody's fucking like vintage library somewhere. And I got the last one. I ordered it online. And I actually got it for a really good price. And it's an awesome book. Like all of the same studies that he taught Grace Jones, he actually implements in this book. The only thing that I'm missing is that in-person training. But that's fine. I'm self-sufficient and I enjoy teaching myself and I enjoy a challenge. So I've been reading this. It's called Free to Act. And this I hope will help me with my performance etiquette as well. And just my theatrical self, and like, it's not just about acting. It's not just about making fantasies come to life or just like acting for a movie or something like that. It teaches you how to be free to act in life, how to be free to be human and be expressive and understand your emotions and tap into things that happen to you as a child so that you're able to channel them in the right moments. It teaches you how to take action in life. So that's what I really enjoy about his teachings, because it's not just focused on this is how you fake a certain scene. He actually teaches you how to tap into all of the emotions that you've ever felt in your life. And he teaches you how to be able to tap into those emotions when you need to, when you're on a set or when you're doing a performance. So that the art of it is that you're not actually faking anything that you're feeling. You're feeling everything that you're feeling. You're just able to tap into it on cue. I think that's awesome, and I think that's something that's going to be really beneficial for me when it comes to like theater, music videos, performing, etc. I picked this up again. Girlboss is a classic book that a lot of y'all have probably heard of. It's written by Sophia M. Russo, and she is the founder of Nasty Gal. And she's just sharing all of the things that she learned, her journey with building a company, going from eBay and different stores and stuff like that. I've had this book for years, since like, oh my God, when she first got it. I remember I got it when it was like on pre-sale. But ever since I moved back to Atlanta, I got back into this book and I started reading it again. Just to refresh my memory on certain things, because I am rebranding right now. By the time you guys see this, the rebrand is already released and y'all already on it or whatever, but I am in the process of rebranding, so I just want to stay motivated and stay focused and just kind of rekindle that girl boss fire that I know I have. So this is a really, really good book if you're planning on starting a business, or you have started a business, or you want to start a business, or just be your own boss and take authority over your life. I think this is really inspirational for a lot of girls. So Girlboss is awesome, and I've been reading this as well. The last book is the most expensive and the biggest of them all. Is huge. It is called The Study of Pose by Coco Rocha. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Yes, Coco Rocha. She is a supermodel. I think she was on a show, some modeling show with Naomi Campbell. But I've been really obsessed with this. It's 1,000 Poses by Coco Rocha. She be killing the pose game, like that editorial feel. Like I have mentioned many times before, I'm trying to indulge myself and explore a different world of fashion and beauty and entertainment in a different way. And I really want to dive a little bit deeper and study these things so that I can understand what I'm doing when I'm doing it. And I have clear intentions when I'm making my art. And so I've been studying pose for future photo shoots, video shoots, angles, you know, just different concepts that I have. And there's literally 1,000 poses in here for you to practice and for you to do, because I don't want to be an Instagram model, okay? I don't want to get in front of a professional setting and do those stupid ass, lame ass poses. Like, I want to know what I'm doing. I want to understand my body, and I want to understand the art of pose. So she has an introduction in here, a brief like autobiography, and this book is awesome. Like I said, it has 1,000 poses in it. So, you know, I've just been taking my notes, studying, looking at different things, practicing different things, and understanding my body, so that when the time comes, I'll have it. It's all good. So those are just a few of the books that I have been reading right now, but I have a lot of books that are my favorites and that have really impacted me a lot as a creative and as an artist. But I just wanted to share these with you guys so that you can be put onto them and understand how they'll impact you. That's why I was rambling on about myself and because I want you to understand like what it's done for me, so that you can get a clear idea of what it will do for you and why it's beneficial. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for all of your attention and all of your time and for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye. Congratulations, you made it to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll get notified every single time I upload a video. If you're interested in working with me, you can actually visit my website. The link is going to be in the description below, and there is where you'll get the full I Am Doechii experience, and you can submit your request to collaborate with me. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.